Going live. We're going live. Hello, everybody. How is everyone? I hope we're all good. Hello, yo. Thanks for joining my my Q&A, my live Q&A. Very exciting. I'm so into my lives at the moment, aren't I? Love a good live. I did live this morning. I don't know if you guys saw, but tomorrow, big old day, In the Pan's back. It's not just any old In the Pan. It's a live In the Pan with Joe and Diane. Who would have thought it, hey? It's back. Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm excited. We got to plan out what we're going to do for the video tomorrow, but hopefully some sort of challenge that avocado can win. Right, so yeah, I know, right? In the Pan's back. You're all buzzing for it. I'm actually really buzzing for it. Can you see me, by the way, or is that too? I've tried to really set the scene here. I put a nice little candle on, which, okay, I'm gonna tell you now, this is so dangerous, but I've got a glass and a candle, and I was sat here and I went to pick the glass up, but it was the candle, and I got like this close. I was like, oh my God, that's not my glass. Anyway, I didn't hurt myself. I'm fine. So be careful. If you've got a candle and a glass next to each other, always check. I'm really paranoid that's going to burn something. Right, so it's Q&A time. Thank you all so much for your questions. Love them. There are so many though, and I was just going through a few of them. Oh my God, why is that happening? Okay, it's good. That's fine. That was really weird. That was really strange. Right, I'm going to start with some on my Twitter. There's honestly so many good ones. I'm going to probably be scrolling a lot through this because I need to read as well, but I did have a little look before and I love some of them. Right, let's start with one of other passions as well as dancing. Yeah, well, now I do. Well, I always have had my hairdressing as a passion because you all know I was a hairdresser. Well, still am a hairdresser, but I did finish my apprenticeship in hairdressing and I absolutely loved it. When I was like, I think it was like 5 or 6, all I wanted to do was like play with hair, cut hair, anything to do with hair. I was so fascinated by it. So there's always my hairdressing, hence why my hair is probably the color it is, because I actually love doing it. And now all this YouTube stuff and like creating, I just love creating things. Yeah, because you can kind of do whatever you want, really. And one of my favorite parts is editing it, because you can edit things to like how you want it and put your own kind of humor and twist on things. So yeah, I'm kind of into that at the moment as well as performing is very, very similar, but performing is in acting, that kind of thing, which is another thing I'd love to eventually get into. Try and be a little actress. The only thing I think I'd struggle with in acting is like serious scenes, because like I feel like I could do the lols okay, like the funny scenes, but when it comes to the serious stuff, I feel like that's where I'd struggle. Yeah, I'll just end up laughing. So thanks for that question. Yeah, I do have a lot of passions. I think it's good to have lots of things that you're interested in case, you know, one day we're in a situation like now, you know, I can still do quite a lot of things, even though I can't go outside, if that makes sense. Next question. I like this one. Kind of sort of similar to the whole like passion thing, but this is from Maya. Thanks, Maya, at Maya Buzz. I really love to, number one, I wake up early. Oh, there's my little thumbs again. Aren't they funny? Sorry, they get me every time. Every time I pop that thumb up and I see it on the screen, I'm like, that's a solid thumb right there. Actually, this is a fun little trivia. I will get back to the question. Fun trivia. My nan and all of the Buswell girls, on the Buswell side of my family, have thumbs like this. This is a trademark Buswell thumb right here. And who else has it? There's a movie star that has this. What's her name? It's going to really annoy me now that I can't. Megan Fox. Megan Fox has these thumbs. Google it. Trust me. Google Megan Fox's thumbs. This will come up. You'll be like, oh my God, are you sure it's not like Megan Buswell? But yeah. Anyway, what was the question? I get so distracted. Favorite thing to pass time. So what I love to do is I love to wake up early. I don't know, as soon as the sun comes up, I'm up. Like this morning, with the whole coronavirus thing, I really like to make sure I'm up to date with everything, because I think that's quite important to know what's going on, to know what's happening in the world. And then I have like to schedule the day out just like any other day, because I'm used to always being quite busy. This kind of thing can really freak me out. So I like to make sure I'm scheduled and that I have things to do. Like, for example, today I did the live with you guys. Probably a lot of you were in the Cha-Cha live video. Message. It's actually, someone said that the should be on the right one. Is the is it working for everyone? I hope it's working for everyone. Anyway, hopefully it is. So I like to make sure it's my day is fully planned out. I like to dance a lot. I like to make videos. Cooking's a really good one. Making, like, go on YouTube and just find things that you can make from the house. That's kind of cool. Start a new little hobby like drawing, painting. I don't know if you have any paints lying around, but something like that. Anything that you wouldn't normally do. Read a book. Reading books is a good one. I don't really watch that many movies. I tend to like only watching movies at night, but movie watching, like start a new series. There is actually a lot you can do. Or exercises. Exercise is a good one. I had to choose a social media out of Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook to get rid of, which one would I choose? I definitely wouldn't get rid of Facebook, because it's the only one my mum knows how to message me on. So that has to stay, even though that's probably the one I use the least. Facebook's got to stay because I message my mum through that. That's how we keep in contact. Instagram. Oh, I do love Instagram. And I do love Twitter. TikTok. I do love TikTok. I love TikTok. Okay, it'd have to be Twitter. I'd get rid of Twitter because I feel like Twitter's kind of I kind of sometimes forget about Twitter. Sometimes I don't really go on Twitter, even though I'm reading the questions from Twitter now. Hypocrite, Diane. I'd say I'd get rid of Twitter. What's my favorite thing to eat at the moment? Wow, it's not a whole lot in the cupboard at the moment, but I would have to say, like, a handy little meal, and we've got a lot of, is I love rice anyway, but like rice, putting it in the pan with like a few different bits and bobs. Like, say we got like a random tomato, cut the tomato up, fry the tomato. If we got like a mushroom, cut the mushroom up, put that in, bang the rice in there, sorted, nice little meal, put a bit of chili sauce, sweet chili sauce on it. Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? That's a lovely, lovely dish. Those they're like the Uncle Ben's, like 2-minute rice. You don't have to cook the rice in a pot, just bang it in the microwave. What's my favorite thing in my wardrobe at the moment? I would have to say, I don't know if you guys watched my last new look video. I love the denim jumpsuit that I have. Oh, it's amazing. So comfortable. But at the moment, I'm not really like, I'm just chucking on, like, I call them my house clothes, things you wear around the house. I don't know if you guys do you guys call them house clothes? Because that's what I call them, my house clothes. I'm just wearing a whole load of house clothes and fitness clothes, really. That's it. Let me try and answer a couple on here if I can see. Cats or dogs? I used to have cat when I was little. I also had a dog. So yeah, I would say I prefer dogs, I think. But I'm not against cats. Love a cat as well. It's going quick. It's going quick. So yeah, a lot of people call it house clothes. Nice. I'm going to have to resort back to my questions on here because it's going so fast. Pause it. Oh, I kind of did see one. Would I ever change my hair color? Yeah, I was actually thinking about it. I have some hair color here, and I was like, I wonder if whilst I'm at home I should change my color. If I did change it, I would love to go ginger. I'd love to do it a bit more rather than red. I'd love it to be like a vibrant ginger. I think that would be so cool. Bit of a Stacey Dooley vibe. I love ginger. The color ginger's gorge. So yeah, I would change it for sure. But I still like bright colors. So it'd have to be like ginger or blue or something. Something bright. I'm gonna read from my phone here, guys, because that's far too. Wait, no, it's still going too fast. No, I wouldn't watch it. I don't think I'd watch it. Although, would I watch it? Oh, that's a hard one. Would you guys do that? Would you put a 1 if you would watch your 5 years? Put a 2 if you wouldn't. I don't know. It might creep me out a bit if I watched what was going to happen and then you'd go back to normal life. That would creep me out, actually. I wouldn't want to watch. Oh, it's a mixed response though, guys. It's like a very mixed bag. It's like 1-2, 1-2. I wouldn't even know who won that. But yeah, no, I'm going to go ahead and say no, I would not want to see my life 5 years from now. I want to just every day as it comes, people. Every day. Season, what's your favorite holiday? Christmas, Easter, etc. Favorite season? Summer, of course. I love the heat. Although I'm so indecisive. I'm like, yeah, but I love the winter as well. No, definitely summer. You get your vibe in summer is like so much better. Even like these last few days when the sun's been out, it's been a different vibe. You wake up with a spring in your step. You feel sprightly. Is that word again? Oh, actually, Joe, this is a question. Would you like to see, if you could look at yourself and go, hey, this is what's going to happen to me in the next 5 years? Would you want to see that? Or?
Absolutely not.
Okay, that was an easy one. I wasn't sure.
Way.
No, you wouldn't want to see. I said that would kind of freak me out a bit.
I think that kind of defeats the purpose of life.
All right. Come in here and get all deep with us.
It's like, what are you drinking?
Bore off. It's tonic water.
I think it defeats the purpose of, because life is all about working out as you go along. It's like it'd be like skipping to the last chapter of a book.
Yeah, it's true.
So skipping ahead in the book. You skip ahead in the book, it's not fun. It doesn't make any sense or make it fun.
Yeah. If
you skip to the last bit of the film, it kind of ruins the ending. So it's like, why would you do it with your life?
You're right, Joseph. Who agrees with Joe? Put a 1.
What's this?
What have you been loving the most and buy your things from? Oh, I just did a massive. Oh, by the way, you need to go and get the packages.
Why? What happened? Did you not get them?
No, I didn't get them.
You didn't?
No, we had an argument before because we didn't know who was going to go get the packages. And I've already been to get the packages once already. Did you just cough? No, you do not have a fever. So now it's Joe's turn to go get the packages, but he hasn't got packages yet. People totally agree with you.
With me?
Yes.
Thank you.
Also, would you be inclined to get your eyelashes tinted?
Absolutely. Tinted?
Yeah, I feel like tinting your eyebrows.
I've been complimented
eyelashes.
on my eyelashes before, actually.
I should so tint your eyebrows and eyelashes.
No.
Definitely.
Mm.
Someone's asked, have we got anything exciting coming up? Yeah, there is a few exciting things. Obviously, we have to wait. Like, a lot of things have been cancelled, e.g. the Joe and Diane show, which is absolutely devastating. But everyone is in the same boat, so it's not just us. You know, I think it would be worse if it was like a case of it's just we couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But everyone's in the same boat and everyone's in the same situation. So we have to just roll with it, and everything will work out. And it's not cancelled. It's postponed. So it will happen. And when it does happen, by golly gosh, it's going to be a good one, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I honestly can't wait.
It's really fun. I mean, we ran the show from start to finish, and we still had a solid 8 days rehearsal. Actually, today's a sad day because we were meant to start our tech runs today. But anyway, yeah, no, lots of exciting things coming up. We just have to get out of this little period first, and then it should all kick off, hopefully. Right, Joe?
Right, Diane.
How come?
I have.
Joe?
Is that, wait, what was it on before? How many's in there now? How many's watching?
1,800.
Oh my word.
Joseph, what is the best thing about being in isolation with me? Go on, be nice. And I'll say one about you.
You actually do more. You're actually better at tidying up after yourself.
Oh, thank
A
you.
little bit.
Yeah, I have been quite clean.
You still don't turn things off or
no
anything like that. But you I haven't checked that bathroom in there yet. But so far you've been.
Bathroom is pretty good. I've vacuumed it.
I'm gonna check.
Are you going to check for skitters?
Yeah.
Best thing about Joseph is he basically stays in one room and doesn't come out until around 7 o'clock at night. I hardly see him. He comes out, does my little live workouts, and that's it. Not bad in there, huh? Good, huh?
Huh?
Not bad.
No, it's not. All down the toilet.
No, don't say that.
I'm in that room because that's where I work. It's my office.
I know you do. You get a lot of work done.
When I'm at home, that's where I work from.
Trying to find some more. Someone's put this as a question. Do you find this attractive? They put, do you find this attractive?
Those were cool board shorts.
Well, how old were you? 7? Yeah,
No,
they are a long pair of board shorts.
I was 6. I would have been.
You actually do look cute.
I think I was 17.
You've got, you know what you have? You have such a beautiful
That was 2009.
face.
2009, so I was.
I was 10.
I was 17. I was 17.
Oh, what? I was 10. I was 10. I definitely wasn't 10.
I was 17 there. Look, I look like an absolute aphid.
I think you look cute. You're like.
I think I'm such a surfer dude.
No, the thing with you is you have a good set of eyebrows.
Yeah. So
you're always going to look beautiful, no matter what.
Yeah.
Oh, my legs are hurting. More questions. Someone's right. Do I want kids eventually? Just asking. Of course, yeah, I do want kids. 100%. That would be amazing. I've always hang on, sorry, just got to uncross my legs for a bit. I've been doing so much exercise but different kind of exercise that my bones are really hurting. Yeah, no, I 100% want kids eventually. When I was a little girl, I would always play with my dolls and stuff, and I was always very motherly as a little girl. So yeah, it's something I've always wanted to have kids. I loved looking after my cousins. I love looking after my niece and nephew. I just love kids. I think they're cute. I think they bring joy and happiness. So yeah, not right now, but in the future, 100%. What's the best year of my life so far? Do you know what? I think it would have been, I mean, there's loads of good years, but the year I got Strictly Come Dancing was a pretty cool year. That was when kind of like my life changed completely. So I'd say, yeah, the year I got Strictly was just introduced to so much new stuff, and it was so exciting, and yeah, definitely that, I think. Although there's lots of cool years, but that was a huge eye opener time. Something your mum taught you that has impacted your life and you want to share with others. So my mum used to make us every morning make the bed. It hasn't actually impacted my life that much. My brothers are very, very tidy. I'm probably not, but I still know how to make a great bed. Like tuck it right under. It's like proper, like we weren't allowed to sit on that bed. Once it was made, if we went and sat on our bed, it's like a big no-no. So she taught me how to make a good bed, but she has a really cool quote. And she always says to me, look, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. So in bad situations, I just remember her always saying, she still says it to this day, what can you do? If you don't laugh, you'll cry. So she just tries to make every situation, even though there are some serious situations, she tries to stop me from worrying about things, which is nice. A nice thing for your mum to say. Any advice you would give to young dancers? I just think if you're passionate about it, just whatever you can get your hands on, do it. Try everything. Growing up as a young dancer, I grew up in a small country town called Bunbury. If you come to Here Come the Girls, you know what I'm talking about. And there wasn't that much around. There's one dance school. I went to that one dance school. There was like one boy who danced in the whole of Bunbury, and I was lucky enough to actually dance with him and do competition and stuff. But I just danced every moment I could. I would be looking up dancing. I'd be trying it at home. I'd just be doing everything I possibly could to get myself better. But I did a lot of it on my own. Competitions, I didn't necessarily win it. And actually, I hardly ever won. But I think that was kind of a good thing, because it kept me like wanting to. I always went back wanting to win, and I didn't. But I guess that kept me going and kept me so driven to kind of want to win. So just keep going. If you love it, just do it, live it, breathe it, all that jazz. All that jazz. Get it? How do I manage to wake up so early every morning? Do you know what? This morning I was actually tired when I woke up. It was 6:30. I did set my alarm today, but I was tired. But then I don't know. I get excited for breakfast, guys. Don't you get excited for breakfast? I can't understand the people. Actually, I want to know in the comment section, put a number 1 if you wake up and you're starving and you need to eat, or put number 2 if your first meal of the day is like lunchtime. Because I don't know how people can do that. I need to eat straight away. Let me know. Why is my hair red? Wow. See, most of you eat at lunchtime. That's madness. That's absolute madness. Quaker oats, Uncle Toby's oats. Anyway, some kind of oats. I get oats, put the water in, love that. Or my peanut butter on toast. It has to be a good slice of toast too. At the moment, I'm really into rye bread. Love me some rye bread. I'm going to go on my Instagram. Oh, just watching all your dances from today. Who has done my dance, by the way? The little cha-cha on my Instagram. Let me know. Just having a little read. What's my favorite movie? I watched a really cool one the other night. But one of my favorite movies is actually The Hangover. One of my favorite guys is Alan from The Hangover. I love Alan. Just cracks me up. I'd love to meet Alan. It's great to meet Alan. How do I go into my... Sorry, I'm just going through my stories to find... Oh, here we go. How do I... I have to swipe. That's... Okay, I found more questions, guys. Oh, what's my dream holiday? I really want to go to Egypt. I think that would be so cool. I'd love to see all the ruins and like the... What do you call them? Joe, what are pyramids? Pyramids. So, Joe, what do you call those things in Egypt? Pyramids, Diane. So many people have asked me who my dream strictly partner is. I don't know. That one's a really tough one to answer. I'd be happy with anyone. Oh, that's nice. Someone's just asked me, how am I doing? Considering everything, you watch the news sometimes and I worry and I'm like, oh my goodness. But I think, we just all have to stay as calm and as positive as possible and listen to all the advice that we're given. I see a lot of people like not following the rules, but I just think, we just need to listen to the advice, and hopefully if we all do that, then we can come out of this quicker than we all expect, which would be great. Have I ever measured Joe's neck? I love that one. Actually, no, I haven't. I haven't measured it. I will do that though. How are the plants? The plants are good. They're, we're home, so we're giving them some loving at the moment. They are getting watered like there's no tomorrow. It's Joe's daily exercise is watering the plants. Would we get a dog in the future? Or I was like, at this moment, I would love a dog right now. And we were actually thinking of getting a dog. So possibly, it just depends. Like, it'd be a perfect time to get one now. But I feel like next year is going to be extra busy because of all the things cancelled this year. So that might get postponed a little bit. Oh, where are we? Am I going to follow some of my fans on TikTok? I should do that, shouldn't I? Yeah, why not? I'm going to follow some of you tonight. By the way, I love TikTok. I do love TikTok. It's just stupid, isn't it? Sometimes, like, you can just do anything on there. It's quite funny. You can do funny things. You can do serious things. You just do so much. Chuck a bit of music to it. Bob's your uncle. Do you like self-isolation? I do, because I get to watch In the Pan. Well, tomorrow, make sure you're watching, and all of you guys better be watching it out in the Pan live with Joe and Diane. How many times have I changed outfits today? Actually, a lot. I wore this in my other thing. Probably about 3 or 4 times I've changed my outfit. Favorite dance style? I actually love ballroom. I love a waltz. My favorite dance to choreograph is a foxtrot. I loved the foxtrot I did with, I think I even did a foxtrot-y kind of dance with Rev as well. I did, yeah. Love really hurts without you. It was our American Smooth foxtrot. And then I've done kind of a foxtrot with all my partners. I got to Young Blood was with Joe, Halloween special, and then I did ooh, 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 why do you build me up, buttercup baby, with Deb. I loved that one. It was super cute. How do I motivate myself? Motivation is it's hard at times. There are definitely times where I could be sat here like this, stare at the wall and be like, come on, Diane, you've got to do something. You've got to do something. I don't know. It's like, that's when I think like a schedule comes in handy, because if you follow the schedule and you tick it off when you've done it, you feel so good at the end of the day. But if you see that schedule and you haven't ticked anything off, you feel like rubbish. So it's good to have a schedule. Tick up. Tips on how to improve your mental health during isolation. It's very important, guys, to eat well. I know it's really hard to get good food at the moment, but eat well. Try and eat as much fresh fruit and veg as possible. Again, I know that's difficult. Drink loads of water. Exercise. Do that. Also do a bit of meditation. To try something you've never done. If you've never tried meditation, try it. There's so many YouTube videos on meditation. You can put some nice music on, go lay in a quiet place, meditate, do a little bit of yoga. You can actually find this time like a really nice time to work on yourself, to do a self pamper day. Actually, that's a video I want to do. Give me a 1 in the box if you'd like to see a Diane's daily, like a pamper session on yourself, like a proper one, not like a Joe Sugg one that I did the other day. But I think that'd be a nice video to do. Show you like all my products. Oh, there you go. Look at the ones. They're rolling up. Nice. I really want to do that one for you guys, like a nice pamper, a pamper day. That always makes you feel good. It's good for your mental health. But exercise is a big one. Go outside, sit outside, and wherever you are, I'm sure you can pop outside and just get a bit of sunlight. Sunlight's a very good thing to increase your endorphins. Someone's wrote, hi, I'm on the live. Hello, Galaxy_Jen. Have I ever been to Disneyland? Yes. I used to live in America. I lived in America in Florida, Tampa Bay, for like it was for like 4 years, it was like 5 months of the year. I used to go to Tampa for a show over there, and I went to Disney a lot. I went to the Florida Disney a lot of times. Love it. Love Disney. Favorite in the pan episode. I loved when we had to make things using a certain color, and I made like the purple bunny. Mine was sick. Mine was really cool. And my favorite YouTube on my channel would have to be, obviously, I think the one where I went to Joe's waitress and dressed up as a fan. That was, honestly, my heart was pounding doing that. I was so nervous that he would find out. I couldn't speak. I tried so hard on like the accents and everything. I couldn't. I don't know if I've just scrolled past it again, but another one. Have you ever measured Joe's neck? That's actually a question that gets asked a lot. No, I have not measured Joe's neck. Would you live in London forever? I honestly don't know. That's a really tough question. I love London, really do, but I also love Australia, and my family are there and all that. So I don't know. Maybe me and Joe say it would be really cool if we did like half the year here, half the year in Australia. That'd be the ideal world, but who knows? Plenty of time to think about that. Oh, how did you know Joe was the one? Just knew, He's just, I feel like he's similar to me in many ways, but so different to me as well. We're not like the same person where it gets freaky. But I find him, I was only saying to him yesterday, he's like the most, like, I don't know, there could be something wrong with him, but it doesn't matter as long as the other people are okay, which I think is such a nice quality. think it's one of the best qualities. And I'm sitting in a really awkward position. And he's also super funny. He is really funny and talented. The list could go on and on. But the main thing is like I can just be myself around him. He doesn't care if what I look like. He doesn't care, if I'm silly or stupid, because I can have some crazy ideas at times. And he kind of he's like, oh, okay, cool. And he just rolls with me. I need someone that just rolls with me because, yeah. No, next question. When will we know the rescheduled dates for the show? Very soon. That is all getting worked on at the moment. So as soon as we know, we'll let you guys know. But they're definitely going to be rescheduled. So I think they will 100% let you know whether you can how you can exchange the ticket or that kind of thing. But yeah, it's still all going ahead, just at a later date. And when that date comes, how exciting will that be? I honestly can't wait. Oh, hi, Diane. Who's your favorite football team now? I don't know whether you're from Australia or from the UK, but football for me is AFL, and I go for the Fremantle Dockers in AFL terms. If any of you are Australian on there, I don't know if any of you will be because it would be quite early in Australia right now, I think. But yeah, Fremantle Dockers is my team. I love football as well. I know my dad, well, my brother plays. My dad is a football umpire, so I know all the rules. And I knew all the rules because this is the story why. Because I used to go watch my dad umpire, and umpires get quite a lot of abuse shouted at them, and I would get so sad for my dad because there'd be people on the sideline like, umpire, stupid decision, wear your glasses, stuff like that. I'd get so defensive that I would yell back. My dad is the sweetest man in the world, and I know he would be so sad to he'd be he probably couldn't hear it. He's not got the best hearing in the world, but I could hear it, and I know he'd be sad if he heard that. So that's why I know so much about football. It's still got, oh my god, we've been going for 41. This has been a 41-minute Q&A. Where did the time go? This is what happens when you're ISO, guys. Time either flies by or it just stands still. I'm gonna do 2 more questions and then I'm gonna leave it there because we can't be going past 45 minutes now. That's just not on. Do I get nervous before performing? I get so nervous. It's not even funny. The most nervous I get is before a Strictly Come Dancing live. And you've got to be so not nervous because you've got to tell your partner that, oh, it's going to be fine. You're great. Don't worry. When inside I'm like, oh my gosh. That's just normal. I always think I say that the minute I start dancing, absolutely fine. But it's just the whole lead up, and I mainly get nervous because I worry about them. I'm worried if they're okay, if the slightest thing. I remember Joe used to be like, oh, I've got a bit of a headache before the live show. I'm like, okay, do we need to get you some Panadol? Do we need to do this? Drink some water? Do this? Do that? So be over motherly, over paranoid. But even if it is for for example, doing my first Joe and Diane show live, I would have been so nervous. But I know the minute I stepped on stage, the nerves would go and I'd just really enjoy myself. It's always the pre-show part. Anything before a show, I get so nervous. Last question. Let's make it a good one. Sorry, I'm trying to make it a good one. I like this one. Well, it's not that well. It's good. What is your favorite thing in your house, but not Joe? I don't know if you saw his last YouTube video, but he made me this little like fort tent, or what you call it, cubby house, and he's put lights all in it, and it is honestly the most coziest thing I've ever been in. There's like, it's beautiful, like really, you go in there just to let zen out. So nice. I do like all my editing and stuff in there because it's super comfortable. So that's like my new favorite thing in the house. I love it. And it was like a kid's cubby house. He bought it for me for Christmas, and he's just put it up for me the other day. One more. I know I said, oh God, we're at 44 minutes. Come on, Diane, we can't be doing this. All very similar questions. I'm trying to. Oh gosh. They're either, will you get married to Joe? How did you know Joe was the one? Do you want kids? There we go. We're going to leave it with this one. Do I like Vegemite or Marmite? That's going to be my last question. And the answer is, I do not like Vegemite or Marmite. In fact, I really dislike them. I just don't know why anyone would want to eat yeast. It doesn't really do much for me. It also reminds me of when I was sick as a kid, because my mum would put that on toast with butter, and she'd be like, eat that, it's good for you. I don't know why I went like a Manchester. My mum's not from Manchester. Eat that, it's good for you. I did it again. My accent's changing. Right, on that note, Marmite, Vegemite, who knows what's my favorite these days with my accent like that. Thank you guys for watching 46 minutes of this Q&A live with Di, not at 5. I'm gonna wave goodbye to you all. Thank you so much, all 1,600 of you. You're all gems. Stay safe. Keep yourself busy. Find a new little hobby. Do my dance tutorials. Tag me. I love seeing them. And we'll get through it all together. Bye. Oh, hit myself in the face when I waved. See you guys.